the factors was definitely the study plan that we receive as soon as we sign up for e-GMAT, because I'm a kind of person who likes to plan and schedule things and write down small targets for a day, and e-GMAT really helped me with that, as they provided me a daily planner kind of a thing. So I had a milestone to achieve every day. The first course, I think that was the Master Comprehension, helped me grasp how do I read sentences, how do I, like when there are big sentences, how do I chunk it down to smaller pieces, and how do I comprehend those sentences. So I think that was my starting point, and did help me understand the way of approaching these kind of questions. So I did maintain an error log, and reading through each and every question, be it right or wrong, did help me figure out, okay, I maybe misunderstood the question here. Maybe I just jumped to an answer very quickly. I should have read all the 5 options, or any sort of errors. I was logging them. And yeah, I think this was the most important part of me improving the verbal.
Hi everybody, welcome to today's video debrief session where we have with us Chirag, who scored a brilliant 675 with a massive 7-point improvement in verbal to a V85. So welcome Chirag, how has this journey been?
Hi Rashmi, thanks for this session. Yeah, this journey has been good, with loads of ups and downs, I believe. So yeah.
So Chirag, getting into this, you were already at a good level, right? But making the difference to a 95th percentile plus kind of a score, what were those major challenges and what were those 2-3 factors that really helped you get here?
Yeah. So when I talk about the factors that helped me improve my score from my previous attempt, was definitely one of the factors was definitely the study plan that we receive as soon as we sign up for e-GMAT, because I'm a kind of person who likes to plan and schedule things and write down small targets for a day, and e-GMAT really helped me with that, as they provided me a daily planner kind of a thing. So I had a milestone to achieve every day. So one of the factors that helped me a lot. And secondly, the number of sectional marks that I had given was also a game changer for me, because previously I had not solved these many of the sections, and I couldn't find anything that would help me solve these number of sections. And one of the other important factors was the mentorship that I received during my course at e-GMAT. It like the constant guidance and the constant feedback on the scores, on what is going wrong and how can I improve it, what can be my test day strategy. So all these factors helped me plan my final day execution, and I think these were the things that helped me a lot in improving my score.
Got it. Got it. So, Chirag, coming to the study plan, right? The major problem, and I think we can bring study plan and verbal together here. So, verbal was the most challenging section. Your starting score was a V78, which is a 39th percentile. From there, you improved to a massive V85, 95th percentile. So, a huge jump. So, what role did the study planner play? Because I was looking at your plan, your execution tracker, which had sort of asked you to start with master comprehension, followed by CR cementing, RC cementing. And I see a bunch of greens here. That means you did it so well. Yes, there are 1 or 2 reds, but you did overcome that. So tell me, what value did this progressive learning, which is starting with master comprehension, then CR, and then RC play? Because that's what the study plan laid out for you, right?
So I feel scoring in verbal requires a systematic way of learning. Believe the first course, I think that was the Master Comprehension, helped me grasp how do I read sentences, how do I, like when there are big sentences, how do I chunk it down to smaller pieces, and how do I comprehend those sentences. So I think that was my starting point, and did help me understand the way of approaching these kind of questions. And second module, I think, was the CR module, the critical reasoning module. So I believe this was one of my very weak point when I attempted the first, and the e-GMAT concept modules that I received were actually very nice. Like I really understood the way to approach different kind of question, because I think there are a bunch of question types within CR modules. So I learned how do I approach a particular question type, what is the methodical way to can eliminate the options and reach to a final conclusion. And okay, this is, and it's not just the getting the answer right, it is also about how do I know that I got the answer right because of the correct thinking. like
Mm-hmm.
steps were correct, and that is why the answer is right. So these were the things that were missing in my previous attempt, the first attempt that I had. But with the modules, the course modules that I read and went through, these helped me understand the uh, process or the steps involved in coming down to the final answer, and how do
Mm-hmm.
I eliminate the wrong choices and not get into the trap options that we have. So these were
Got it.
that
Got
helped
it.
me. Please.
I have a very interesting graph to show here. And because you mentioned pre-thinking, assumption kind of questions, right?
Mhm.
So all I want to tell our viewers, the reason I'm showing this graph is, it looks all good, massive verbal improvement and all. There were challenges, like in this case, despite that, there was a massive dip, but then an equal massive upheaval, from that 29 to 100 percentile, while your time was progressively decreasing. So tell me about these challenges. And, I know that because we've worked closely together, one big aspect that helped you overcome these challenges was strategic review and error logging.
Mhm.
So, what role did they play? And I know a lot of people sort of do a very cursory strategic review because you don't want to look at the questions that you got wrong. So, how did you overcome that challenge?
No, I think reviewing the questions was the major part of this improvement, and I think that did play a very important and a key role in that. So I did maintain an error log, especially for my cementing quizzes that I took after each module, and reading through each and every question, be it right or wrong, did help me figure out, okay, I maybe misunderstood the question here. Maybe I just jumped to an answer very quickly. I should have read all the five options, or any sort of errors. I was logging them. And yeah, I think this was the most important part of me improving the verbal, like reviewing the questions and then having it discussed with you on what should be the next approach and next steps that I should do. Yeah, like
Got it.
one of the incidents I remember, like I think I just started with the cementing quizzes. I was not scoring well. I think you shared me a plan wherein I should attempt five medium, five hards from the questions that I've already attempted, then slowly moving on to the next set of questions.
Mhm.
And I think all these were an important factor in overcoming this.
Got it. Got it. Now coming to RC, Chirag, what
Mhm.
were the was it the structure again here that needed improvement? How did the RC transformation happen?
So one of the problems that I face generally during RC questions is I get lost in that passage. I go out of focus. I maybe if I'm able to get one or two questions right of the RC, probably towards the last two questions, I am like, okay, I have lost my focus here. So during the course module, one of the important ways I learned was break down the entire passage into small chunks, maybe three
Mhm.
lines, four lines, jot down a one pointer summary. Uh, Only write important points, don't have to mention all the examples, anything, and spend the maximum amount of time only in reading the passage and then probably jump on
Mhm.
to the questions. So that is what I did. I was writing down summary of of almost all the paragraphs, and then looked into the questions. So initially I was facing issue with time management because it takes time to write the summary and then comprehend it again and then move on to the questions, but eventually it improved. So yeah, this is the key learning I received from the RC module.
Got it. Got it. Got it. So, how confident were you about verbal? I know in the initial attempt, I was telling you, I know you can hit this score, and you're like, no, I don't think I can. But
Mhm.
finally, how confident were you about verbal?
I was decently confident. I'll be very honest. I was decently confident to hit, at least I'll be improving by 4 or 5 points from my previous attempt. But yeah, it's great. I could improve by seven.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember one of these times I told, if you are not confident, take the confidence out of me because I am confident looking at the stats. And here are the stats, which sort of brilliantly indicate that yes, you were set out for a brilliant score. Uh, right? Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant accuracy and medium accuracy. So, you know, it should have been what it is now. So that's that. So, Chirag, I know it has not been a linear journey. There were ups and downs.
Mhm.
How do you manage that period of things not working your way and still picking yourself up and um, giving it your everything to make it happen?
So one of the key learnings that I received from you is the process of resetting yourself. One bad sectional mock or one like even in a full mock, one bad section cannot define your entire exam or entire preparation. So the one of the most important point was to learn how to reset yourself after a poor attempt. So this was very important during the downward trending phases throughout the preparation. Like I remember at times I have scored poorly in verbal, and I think I had scored around V79, V80 as well during sectional marks, but it was important for me to analyze those mocks, see where the mistakes are, see why those mistakes were there. Like, was it because of lack of focus or not reading the question properly, jumping onto an answer immediately without reading the other options? So yeah, these kind of things helped me come up from the downward trending phase.
Got it, got it. So, what was the testing experience like? What section order did you choose?
Yeah, so my test day strategy was to start from quant because I believe my quant was my strongest section. So I just wanted to get off to a good start. And after quant, I just took DI because I was scared of verbal. So I just wanted to keep it to the last and and took that 10-minute break to cool down myself, to reset myself. So my test day strategy was quant, then DI, then took a break, and then attempted verbal. So this was my
Got it,
test day strategy.
got it, got it. So, Chirag, as I said, it's been a long journey, ups and downs. So, looking back at this journey, if there were two, three things that stand out to you, what would they be?
Um, Stand out as I said, right? The mentorship, I truly believe that it helped me a lot, and the planned course structure again,
Mm-hmm.
that was a
Got it.
game changer for me as well. And
Mm-hmm.
the immense number of questions that I had available, be it
Mm-hmm.
neuron, be it the sectional mocks, full mocks, cementing quizzes. So immense number of questions. Never like I felt I never had shortage of questions to practice, and yeah, these were the few factors that I think played a key role here.
Got it. And translating it to any key insights, takeaways that you want to share with the other GMAT aspirants out there, what would that be?
It would be confident in yourself, keep practicing, and yeah, and just learn how to reset after a poor performance.
That's great. That's beautifully said, Chirag. I know you had to rush to your office, so we've kept this interview brief. Thank you so much for taking the time out and doing this for us. All the best for the next steps, and congratulations again. Thank you.